Picture this, week after week, you're crafting and sending the perfect email. At least you think, right? Because you're getting a few replies here and there of people talking about how amazing your emails are. But at the end of the day, you're not getting any clicks or any sales. Sounds familiar? If your emails aren't converting, it's probably because you're trying to send the same message to everyone on your email list. And in this video, I'm going to give you a simple hack for how you can transform your email strategy and send the right emails to the right people so that you can increase your conversions and boost your sales.
There's no stopping me now. I know my shot, sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn, your go-to business operations strategist, here to help you grow your business with people and processes. Today, we are back with another inbox invasion series. In this series, it is all about fixing your email marketing strategy so you can finally monetize your email list. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to boost your conversions and one of the most common issues that a lot of online service providers have when it comes to monetizing their email list. So if you are currently sending emails on a regular basis and you notice that you're getting a lot of replies, people are motivated by your emails, maybe they're even saying, wow, that's amazing. But when you send sales emails, no one is actually buying your products and services. No one's actually clicking your links. That is a huge indicator to me that you are not properly targeting your emails to the right people. And so one of the best ways for you to increase your conversions, boost your sales, is going to be by segmenting your list. Now, before we jump too far ahead, let's just start with the foundation of what email segmentation actually is. Segmentation is the process of dividing your email list into smaller groups or subcategories based on shared interests, characteristics, behaviors, or where your customers are on their customer journey. So when it comes to email segmentation, this is basically targeting the right audience with the right message at the right time, which is essentially the core and foundation of marketing, right? I always tell people marketing is simply using technology to communicate a message to your audience over a specific platform, a specific message to a specific audience, right? And so essentially when it comes to segmentation, this is a targeted marketing strategy where you're breaking your email list into subgroups to where you're only sending content to that group of people where you know it's going to be relevant and relatable for them. So that is essentially what segmentation is. And the reason why this matters in email segmentation is going to be so important is because statistically, studies show that when you send segmented targeted campaigns, you are more likely to increase your conversion rate by up to 50%. And so that is going to help you rake in all the sales, right? All right, so now that we know why segmentation is actually important, let's go ahead and break down some effective strategies that you can use to segment your email list. So first things first is I want to talk about the 4 pillars. I really like to call them 3, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to go with the traditional email marketers and I'm going to call it 4, the 4 pillars of email segmentation. And so the 4 pillars are going to be your audience demographics, their behaviors, their interests, as well as their customer journey. And the reason why I normally break this down into 3 is because I normally don't use segmentation based on demographics, but just because that doesn't apply to my business doesn't mean it won't apply to yours. So for example, the first pillar is going to be demographics, and you may want to segment by demographics if, let's say, you have an online clothing boutique. If you have a boutique and maybe you sell women's clothes, you also sell kids' clothes, you also have men's clothes, then you may want to segment your list based on demographics for gender, right? You may have tagged men so that you can send them recommendations for your men apparel. You may want to segment for women so that you can send them suggested products from your women's line. Or if you know that someone is a mom, you may send a combination of stuff for them as well as stuff for their children, right? So there are some instances where targeting your audience by demographics may actually be important to you, but it's not something that's relevant for my business and most online service providers. All right. So that is going to be the first pillar of segmentation, is segmenting your list based on demographics. That's age, gender, location, their profession, education, things like that. Let's get into the second pillar that you want to consider when it comes to segmenting your list. And this is something that I pay a lot of attention to, and this is going to be your customer behaviors. So when it comes to your behaviors, this can be whether or not someone has actually purchased something from you before, whether someone is actually clicking in your links or not, right? Whether someone, you send them a freebie and they actually downloaded it or not, right? These are customer behaviors that I actually pay attention to that are going to help me segment my list. So for example, if someone opts into my list and they get my free launch checklist, and then I send them that email that says, hey, download your free checklist, and I notice that they never opened that email, they didn't click to download the actual checklist, then I would probably resend more messages based on them downloading that checklist. It doesn't make sense for me to just continue them along the customer journey if they never completed the first step up front. And this is where a lot of people really kind of leak sales, I like to say, or leak leads in their email funnels, is because they're not actually paying attention to the data. A lot of people look at funnels as like you're just herding cows along the way, getting them to the purchase, right? But you also want to be paying attention to the action steps that they're actually taking or not taking along that customer journey. It doesn't make sense to push them along if they're not ready for that next step. So let's go ahead and jump into the third pillar when it comes to segmenting your list. And this is going to be segmenting your list based on interest. And the easiest way for you to actually segment your list based on interest is going to be thinking about the topics that your email subscribers are actually interested in. And the best way to do that is think about the products and services that they're interested in, or if you're using lead magnets or freebies to grow your email list, you can judge based off of the emails that they opted in through what their interests and what topics they want to see more content on. They're looking for answers to their questions. They're looking for solutions, right, based on that lead magnet. So for example, I talked about my digital marketing strategy for this year, and I talked about how I now have a double opt-in method. If you want to check out that video, I will pin it up in the cards. But essentially what I am doing is, instead of sending people from one freebie to a paid offer, we added another opt-in, another freebie kind of as a buffer before we actually send them to that paid offer. And this has been helping us convert more leads just because of the way trends have been going, to where people are opting into lead magnets but still not taking action. So we kind of disrupt that pattern so that we can get people back on track, right? But that's a whole video for another day. But essentially what you want to do is identify, okay, if someone opts in for my lunch checklist, I know this person is interested in lunch strategies. They're probably getting ready to launch something soon. And so I'm going to focus on keeping them in a funnel that's going to lead them to 𝗪𝗁𝐶𝗂𝗏, which is my lunch management portal. And I'm not going to necessarily send them other emails if it's not related to launching. Now, if it's a general email that is going to relate to anyone, if they're launching or not, then I may send that email. But it's about something completely different, about hiring or something like that, then I may be like, okay, like this email doesn't need to go to that person. And so I keep the focus on whatever I know their interest is. And so a lot of people kind of dump people into just a general newsletter, and they're not really segmenting their list based on what customer journey they're on, and they're just dumping everyone into the same pool. And doing that, you are going to decrease your conversions off the rip, okay? So you don't want to just dump everybody in the same pool. give them their own customer journey. And honestly, talking about breaking them down based on their interests and the products and services that you know are going to be relevant to them, this honestly takes me into the last pillar when it comes to segmentation, which is the customer journey itself and knowing what stage your email subscribers are in. Not everyone is going to be in the same place when it comes to their customer journey. For some people, you may have to build your brand awareness. You may have to build their interest and really paint your products and services as the solution for them. They may need more nurturing than other people. Some people may be on your list and there's already brand awareness, so you can send them directly to a sales page, right? So you really want to understand where your customer is on their customer journey so that you send the right sales messages to them at the right time. So if you know that someone is just starting out their entrepreneur journey and you know that they're on a bootstrap budget trying to grow their business, it doesn't make sense for you to send them to a done for you like $5,000 program when you know they're not ready for that, right? Do you have a DIY product that can kind of help them help themselves? So that makes more sense if they're on a bootstrap budget. So when you talk about your customer journey, it entails a lot of things. It entails building your ADAs, what I like to call it, your brand awareness, interest, getting them to a decision and taking action. But it also is literally what stage are they in? Like if you're doing B2B and you're teaching business tools and resources, where is your client at? What stage or business are they in? And even when it comes to, I know I'm getting off subject a little bit, but let me cook, okay? Even when it comes to creating lead magnets, sometimes I will have clients that will create like a free checklist or something. And they're saying, oh, like this free checklist is going to lead to me pitching my fractional CMO services or COO services. And I'm like, but why? Like someone who is looking for a CMO, a chief marketing officer, they're not going to go to your website or on social media and download a checklist and then be like, oh, let me do this. Someone who is looking for a CMO is most likely already in decision mode. And so they're going to be ready to book a call with you, or either they're ready to just like, where do I pay for this service, right? So you want to make sure that you present the right lead magnets to the right audience too, based on the stage that they're at. But we'll talk about lead magnets on another day because that could be a topic in itself. But essentially, your 4 core pillars of segmentation are going to be your demographics, it's going to be the behaviors, it's going to be the interests, as well as where your customer is on their journey. And so those are the things that you want to consider when it comes to segmenting your audience. Now that you have your audience segmented, let me give you some additional tools and best practices that you can use to boost your conversions and sales. So first things first is, as subscribers are joining your email list, in order to properly segment them, you want to make sure that you're tagging people as they join your email list. I have audited so many businesses where when I look at their email marketing, it has like dates and it says they joined April of 2021. And I'm like, mama, that tag does not tell me anything. Like, where did they join from? Did they book a call with you? Were they a lead from an in-person event that you did? Did they get a lead magnet? Like, putting a date doesn't mean anything. You want to make sure that you're appropriately tagging your subscribers so you know, okay, this person is a lead, this person is a customer, they purchased this, they haven't purchased anything yet. You want to make sure that you're adequately tagging them so that when you actually click on one of your subscribers, you can see they're a lead. You can see, oh, they purchased this product. You can see, oh, this person booked a call with me. Oh, this person joined from this lead magnet, right? The better you're tagging, the better your conversions are going to be, because you can tell where your customers are on their customer journey, and it's going to help you to send better targeted emails. Now, in addition to tagging your subscribers, I always recommend setting up email automations so that when someone does get a freebie from you, do when someone books a call, there is an automated sequence set up to nurture that lead. If you can nurture them from day one, you are more likely going to get a conversion, and that automation will end in a sale, versus if you're just sending them to your general email list and sending your random weekly newsletter or whatever. Okay, set up automations so that you can send people and nurture them along that customer journey. Something else that you can do if you're not for sure where people are on their customer journey, what their interests are, something you can do to help you segment your list is to actually send out polls or surveys or quizzes so you can have them self-identify where they are on their customer journey. So for most email service providers right now, I know recently, a couple months ago, Flowdesk just now rolled out polls and quizzes. ConvertKit, I keep saying ConvertKit, you guys, I'm sorry. Kit, formerly known as ConvertKit, has polls and quizzes. I believe MailChimp does. I think ActiveCampaign does. The major email service providers do have built-in polls and surveys so that you can easily survey your audience and do polls, and then you can actually create polls from your or you can create tags from your polls and surveys right within your emails. Okay, so go to your email service provider and they should have a help guide on how you can actually do that. And if you want to see it maybe in the future, let me know. I may actually do tutorials on how you can tag subscribers from polls and quizzes if that's something you guys want to see. All right, so there you have it. Those are the tips for how you can actually boost your conversions and sales using segmentation so that you can send targeted emails with the right message to the right audience at the right time. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you want to start monetizing your email list, make sure you check out my Email Correct email marketing system. This system is designed to help you plan your emails week to week. I have a digital email planner that you can follow. I also give you 15 pre-written email automations that you can easily set up in your business so that you can grow your business with email on autopilot. The information for Email Correct will be down in the description as well as pinned comment below this video. If you are struggling with email marketing and you have another email marketing mistake or tactic that you want me to cover, make sure you drop that down below in the comments as well. Other than that, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by my internet home. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe and turn on those notifications so anytime I do another video like this in the future, you, my friend, will be the first one to get notified. Bye, y'all.